What's up, everybody? So I'm walking around my first house. This is the first house that me and my family were able to buy. It was about 7 years ago, and I was able to buy it. I was looking for houses at the time, but I wasn't able to get a loan because I was a new business owner. You know, most banks don't want to loan anything out to new business owners, especially if they're self-employed. At the time, I was just new into business, about a year, and I wanted to open up, this cleaning business, and that's what I did. I opened up the cleaning business. And from there, I was able to grow it. And then within the first year into business, I was able to buy my first house. And this is that house that I bought. At the time, it was a very ugly house. The owner could not sell it. And I reached out to the owner and I just wanted to come out here and meet him and tell him about, I wanted to create that relationship. I'm really big on creating relationships. And I truly believe that you can buy a home as well without having a business, without having good credit. Just like I did. And all I did was came and talked to the guy. I told him my story, told him, I have a business and I'm growing and I want to buy a house for my family. If you don't have a family, you want to buy a house for yourself and you want to be able to live somewhere that you can call home. And, that's what I did. And I came here and he couldn't sell his house and they needed a lot of updates. There was some things going wrong. And it was the perfect opportunity for me to buy it and make money off of the house. So that's what we did. We bought the house at a discount because he could not sell. I didn't have to get a loan. I just simply took over his lien. I pretty much put the house in my name. We went to a title company. They put the paperwork together. The house is now my house. He is now the lien holder because this guy actually owned the house outright. And, you can find people that are willing to take on that responsibility to be your bank. So that's what I did. I was able to buy this home, no money down, $5,000 for closing fees. That's about it. I was actually, once I moved in, we lived in there for about 5 months. I kept growing the business more and more and more. I'm about a year and a half into my business. I started fixing the house up. We took this whole wall off right here. This used to be a huge wall going across. We took the wall off so that way we can open up the living room to the kitchen. And from there, we just started updating it slowly but surely. We just kept adding more things to it. We fixed the restroom slowly. This is the master bedroom. It's a very small, easy house that I was able to buy as my first house, and it's an awesome opportunity. If you're looking to buy your first home, this is a cheap house that I was able to fix up. It had an old tile, but we updated it and put a new tile all around. We put a stand-up shower. Still in good shape. This house, I've owned it now for 5 years. So I bought the house. We lived in it for 2 years. I decided I wanted to rent it out because our business was growing over those past 4 years. The first 4 years in the business, it grew a lot. So we were able to buy a new house and get a new house. And I kept doing this over and over and over again until I finally had enough houses and I was making some money. I had about 7 rental properties, a lake house. I had, the business going very well. So it's just all about taking that next step. I got in here, the guy, fortunately, he wanted to do work with me. He wanted to give me that opportunity to have my first home. So he gave me the opportunity to be able to live here, and he was the bank, and I was able to, help him out. He couldn't sell the house, and at the end of the day, he was making $0. He couldn't sell the house. So if you want to buy your own house, you need to hit up these expired listings. Make sure you're hitting up these people that can't sell their home because this is an amazing opportunity to buy your first home. You can start reaching out to these people, seeing if they'll let you come take a look at the house. And once you get in the house, tell them your story, tell them what you're trying to do. And some people out there will give you, the help, and at the time, you just have to be consistent with your actions because it doesn't need to be everybody's telling me yes. I had plenty of people say, no, man, I'm not doing that because I need my money now. I want to just sell the house now. Now, I don't want to rent it out or, be the bank. So, it took some trial and error. You have to just do it. I think I got lucky, man. This was probably the 5th call that I made out because when I realized this, I was like, man, I could just start hitting up these houses that they're not able to sell. Yeah, I'll pay a little bit more than what I want to, but once I go in there and fix it up, I'm going to be able to bring the value up. I'm going to have some equity in the game, and I'm also going to be able to decide if I want to live there or if I just want to rent it out and have no bills. So this house, let me tell you what I was able to do. That he was the bank for 2 years. After 2 years, I got a refinance from my bank. My credit was much better. I was 4 years in the business. The first loan that I ever got, I was 4 years into my business. By that time, I already owned 5 rental properties and a lake house. So that just goes to show you don't need any kind of, massive backbone to start buying properties. You just need to know how to buy the properties. You need to know where to find the properties. If you don't know where to find the properties, it doesn't do you any good to decide, hey, I'm going to do Airbnb. I'm going to do, a rental property. I'm going to buy and hold. It doesn't matter what you do. As long as you know where to find the deals, you can decide at that point, whenever it comes to your specific needs. This is an amazing way that you can use real estate to start making choices that are only going to benefit your future. If you start making choices that are just going to slow you down, it's the reason why there's people that build wealth and there's people that build, just a good, easy life. And for me, I want to build wealth so that way my family and their kids and their kids can also benefit from what we're doing. And when you're able to do that, it's a much bigger goal, and it just takes taking quick steps. You can't think about things. If I would have thought about, maybe this guy's going to turn me down, maybe the bank's not going to allow this, I didn't even think about that. And it came out to, he didn't even have a loan. He didn't even have to go to his bank and say, hey, I'm going to rent this out. And you don't even do that these days. When it comes to real estate, man, it's like so easy to get involved. You just got to really take the steps. And if you have a good title company, if you have somebody that works at a title company, they're going to be your gold mine. They're going to be able to help you, do any kind of real estate deal you want to do. If you have a good person that works in a title company, be friends with them, take them out to lunch, buy them some presents. They're going to be your favorite people. So let me know, guys, if you have any more questions about how to get into a home right away. Reach out to Expired Listings. Those are gold mines. People that can't sell their homes, whether it's rental or just selling, period. Have a blessed one, guys. I lived in it for a year. We paid it down a little bit because it was like 6% interest. So don't worry about the interest. 6% interest, and I was paying about $1,500 a month for my rent, plus insurance. It was like $1,600 a month for this new house that I was in my name. After that year, I fixed it up. Like I said, I fixed it up and updated it. We lived in it for 2 years. When I refinanced it, I took out $60,000 of equity. Now my loan is, let's just say, I think it's about $225. No, I think it's like $215,000 because we've been paying it down. I've already owned it for about 5 years. So whenever we were able to rent it out, and now that we're paying it down more, I can still, now that my tenants moved out, my tenants that's been in here for the past, I think they've been here about two and a half years. We can now decide if we want to pull more equity out, maybe update the house. I don't know, maybe go on vacation. We can either pull out $60,000 tax-free. This is going to be a tax-free cash out refinance. And we're also, or we could just sell it. We can sell it, and this house is appraised last year for $375,000. So real estate is a game changer, guys. You need to get involved. I know we talk about cleaning services a lot, and I know we talk about, how we love the commercial service industry, but you have to bring your knowledge up when it comes to real estate. Start learning where to find the deals, and you will be the person that's going to be able to take your life to the next level. And it's not because you're better than everybody. It's because you just know, and you took the time to learn about how you can actually buy real estate with creative financing and ways without having to get a loan. Loans and banks, this is their business. This is how they've been making money for millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars for years. This is how they do what they do. And if you can learn how to do what they do as well, and you're going to be able to, do the things that you want to do with your family. So, now we can decide what we want to do with this house. At the end of the day, we just took that decision to, hey, I'm going to give this guy an offer. I want to buy your house. I even told the guy that I would, give him more than what he was selling it for. He was selling it for like $165. I told him $175, and I told him I would refinance it in 2 years. So doing these things, guys, you're going to be able to open up a lot of doors. Have a blessed one, guys.